What's up, crypto junkies? It's Jay, and in this video we're going to go through CoinCube. Now, I'm sure you're wondering,
what the hell is CoinCube?
I'm going to explain what it is and why it's turned into such a hot commodity within the crypto junkies community. Now, I also too want to give a piece of warning here before we actually get started is I don't know if this platform can actually handle the amount of users that we're about to send it, that making a video like this will send it. I'm hoping that they're prepared for something like this because we might just send thousands of users their way, which will affect the platform. But let's go ahead and dive in. Jonathan came across this golden gem and talked about it, got a bunch of people in the community involved in it, and now I'm finally shooting this video. I'm finally getting my account set up for the first time, and so I'm going to walk you through it, the full setup process, and kind of explain what this is. This is basically an index. What that means is that you link it to one of your exchanges. You can link it to multiple exchanges at the same time too, and you basically select which coins you want it to use, and it rebalances daily, always seeking for the biggest spread, the biggest gain from coin to coin to coin to coin. So this one, we start to get into a bullish market on this one. It grabs profit and cuts out to another coin that's about to maybe have a bull run up. I don't know what it's actually using behind the scenes as tech. I think it's quite simple actually. But what it's ultimately doing is it's looking to rebalance and consistently generate an ROI. Of course, they're calling this a proprietary software. We're actually working on an exclusive version of our own for the community. I know that they've been working on it for about 2 weeks now, and it's very, very close. But here's an example, is if you just took the top 5 coins and made an index off of that, 2.97 would be the result. You'd get top 10, top 20, top 30, top 50. So you can come to this site and check it out. But basically, they can't do anything to your account. They can't steal your money. It's basically all via API. So let me just say that first and foremost. From that standpoint, it's safe. And what it does is it's constantly looking to give you an ROI, to generate an ROI. That's the simplest way I can describe and explain it. The reason why it might just be the best thing yet that we've discovered is simply because there's no emotion in this. This isn't a trading bot. This is an index where it's just cycling and rebalancing all day long, all day long, all day long, all day long. Is it perfect? No. But in the long run, this might prove to be one of the best places that you could sink your money with crypto, with the volatile market of crypto. Day trading, you've got huge risk. With the high yield lending program stuff, you got huge risk. ICO stuff, you got fairly high risk. All of it. This, I think, is taking a lot out of that in a fairly automated fashion. You don't really have to do much outside of constantly refining which coins you wanted to use and finding really those perfect coins for you. But anyways, let's get started. So all you do is sign up. I've already done that. I have an account. Here's where you land next, which is basically helping you set up your API to your exchange. So this is the instructions. What does this say? Oh, cool. Diversifying smart risk management strategy. So it's saying do both.
Exchange asset support. Cool. Top 20, top 30, top 50. Bitchex components. Okay, cool.
So my goal is to do Bitfinex, and I have a couple coins that I got to move out of it, and then I'm going to also connect up my Bittrex and use both of those. Okay, so all we have to do is connect this thing up. Gives you a full tutorial here. I'm gonna go ahead and pause and pull up all of my keys, put those in and connect it. But if you don't know how to do that, it'll show you how to do it all right here in the video, okay? Hold on a sec, I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
All right, so you'll see Bitfinex is all set up now. We can edit the connection or liquidate. I think that means kind of sever the connection. Quite new to a lot of this stuff. There's guys that have been running this now for weeks in the community. I'm way behind. So I'm super excited to get this set up. Let's click on a generator and get this rolling. I've got it set to off still. I got to turn it on once I'm ready. Top 50, I think, might be a little too much. Let's call this Bitfinex. I don't think we got many other options. I think that's pretty much it. Add custom portfolio. Oh, you know why? Duh. Can't do top 30 because there is no top 30. This is Bitfinex. That's why there's only these options. So it's that's all we've got. Now, where are my saved portfolios? Set up your portfolio asset weighing, re-index portfolio, set as portfolio. So you have to constantly keep changing this too based on what the market is doing. We cannot run this one. There will be enough pairs, but there'll be a lot of duplicates. What would a top 10 look like on this? It would literally just run all of those pairs. Interesting. Okay, let's go with this one. We're gonna go with what we ran with. Create portfolio, okay. Set your portfolio asset weighing. Instructions, asset weighing, setting the slider all the way to the left will weigh your portfolio exactly to the current market capitalization to your assets in the selected index. Setting the slider all the way to the right will weigh your allocations equally between the assets in your selected index. Okay, so it's pretty much how extreme do you want it. Values in between are allocated proportionately between market capitalization and equally weighed. Setting the slider all the way to the left will weigh your portfolio exactly to the current market capitalization of these assets in your selected index. Setting the slider all the way to the right will weigh your allocations equally. Equal portions versus a polarity all in one. Because the exchange trades minimum, we have asset minimums in place. This means that market capitalization weighed portfolios will be able to trade fewer assets. The asset allocations pie chart shows you how your portfolio will be allocated once you, okay, set as portfolio. Got it. So this is a 53, well, let's just see. You see? Equally weighed versus based off the market cap. So the funds that I have, just so you know, is 1.24, which, what is that in current market value? I probably should have said that earlier, huh? 1.24, that's $2,063 at the day of shooting this, December 27th. I think you can start with $500. Your minimal viable with CoinCube is $500, but you can go from there. So let's set as portfolio. It's gonna tell me again to turn it on. Oh, it already did. Interesting. And it's running. That's it. And so you can come in and check in on this and see exactly what's going on. You can get a full listing of your transactions and see exactly what it's been doing. Cool. I'm excited. I've heard really, really great things about this. As you just saw, like, I have not played around with this before starting this video. I was coming into this complete dummy. You can change this slider and re-index. And when you re-index, that makes the changes based on what you just did. And I know a lot of guys in the community are starting to play around with this more. So it's interesting. Interesting. Where was I just at? Portfolio? There we go. So now the portfolio is my homepage basically with this. Cool, so I'm excited. I'll get Bittrex set up with about the same amount, another 2,000. So I have about 4,000 in this account. But I see myself working this up to 10,000 very, very quickly because yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense. And I want to weigh up, you know me, I'm a big experimenter, to weigh this against everything else that we're doing, the day trading efforts, the Haspot trading efforts, you know, all the stuff we're doing with the high yield. And I think this can be a really, really beneficial piece to run simultaneously with that, all right? So if you are interested in this, there's no affiliate links or anything like that. There'll be a sign up link underneath the video. I don't even know if they can support the kind of volume that we might give them by making a video like this, but I do know that there's already a ton of people in the community doing this, and I wanted to get this out to you as soon as I possibly could. My BTC was like froze for 4 or 5 days. No, it's more like 7 days. And then the holidays and Christmas. So this video is way late. I should have shot this like a week ago. I hope this has helped you out with making the decision to jump into CoinCube. If you're brand new into it and you're working with limited budgets, you can start this with as little as $500. Link up an exchange. Make sure you don't have other coins in that exchange that you want to hold on to, because it will use them. You can't like lock off coins or say, don't trade this one, trade that one. You can't do that. So it will use that asset and it will buy and sell, and it might get rid of this bag that you're trying to hold on to. Keep that in mind. You don't want that in the account. Move it out of there. And I'd say your best option out of the gate to set this up with would be Bittrex, but I know that they've got registration closed right now. Next best option would be Bitfinex, Kraken, Gemini. A lot of pairs on Kraken. So you could do that, and you move your money over into your Kraken wallet, link it all up here with the API keys, set your settings, and start running it. I think it's very, very straightforward, very easy. You don't need to be tech savvy. You can go through the deep research of market cap on the different coins. that you want to select. For me in Bitfinex, there isn't enough pairs for me to actually go through that and know. I'm fairly familiar with all these coins that it's already selected, and I'm okay with that. On a bigger exchange like Bittrex, like there's so many coin pairs, so you'll have to select that. If you go back in the portfolio section, you'll have to select that for yourself. But okay, so the rebalancing has been running for about, I want to say 12 or 13 hours. I had it wrong in the beginning, and I want to clarify this because I actually was losing money. I was all the way down to 1,816 from, you guys remember, $2,000 that I started with. And the reason why is because I had the allocation way wrong. I had it set to a 40% BTC dominancy. And remember, I was like really hesitant when I was setting that in the, I believe it was what, generator? So we don't want it to be heavy BTC, because then it's just going to sit in that coin and it's going to try and cycle through the other coins to accumulate what? More BTC coin. That doesn't actually make sense, and that defeats the purpose of what we're doing. So what I did is, you see, I came back in and I changed the weight to almost be equally weighted. So if you see, BTC has a 12% dominancy now. 12 to like 15% is just fine with BTC, no more than that, because again, we're trying to grow coins. We're trying to gain more coins. So it's going to rebalance and, buy, sell, transaction to attempt to grow your overall index. So that being said, now it's literally just been running for maybe an hour with that new change, and look at what we've already gotten. We're already up to 1,900. We're already another $100 up from just that one simple effort. I wanted to update you really quick and just let you know, like, hey, it's running, it's working. I had the settings wrong, and so I suggest that you do the same thing. Lower down your BTC dominance quite a bit. Like I said, that 12 to 15% range should do you right. All right, last update, I promise, but I wanted to now give you, it's been about 24 hours, and I wanted to talk about what's going on now. So if we look at the overall performance, we're down about $220 from where we started, right? Which is 6.1%. We're down. So here's why. This is in beta. So that actually means that the more users that get on this platform, the more API calls that happen, it will throttle down the network. That also means that trades won't be executed at the split millisecond that it needs to be executed at. There will be a lag, there will be a delay. That delay will allow you to, actually it'll force you to miss out on trades, which will stack up losses. Another thing too is when we have like big violent swings, like what we just saw here on Bitcoin, this motion here, when we have like these flash crashes, that isn't necessarily what a tool like this is designed to do. Remember, this isn't like an interest bot. This isn't a lending platform. This is just taking your portfolio and attempting to grow it through rebalancing. Those really volatile moments aren't really what this is designed for, but understand that overall, this thing will slow down and start to perform worse the more users that get on the platform. This is good and bad. It's bad because you'll temporarily sit at a loss in your portfolio, but it's good because it'll force them to actually make updates and make upgrades to what their back-end tech is essentially doing. This is also another shameless plug for the coin index that we're working on for the community. While I think a tool like this is amazing and great, I can't deny the fact that if I'm already starting to see diminishing returns like this, what it will do when we put 1,000 or 2,000 more people in it. So I don't know. I have no clue what they're doing in terms of rolling out updates, back-end development, making it bigger, able to handle and throttle more API calls. I don't know what they're doing there. They might have this amazing solution that's like minutes away from dropping. I don't know. All I know is that right now, I'm just going off of what I can see. And so the assumption that I can make is that the reason why I'm down is because of mostly the fact that the user base of this platform is going up so high that it can't keep up with the trades. I could be wrong, but that's my assumption at this point, because I can't think of what else this would be. It's an index that is designed to make you money. It's just simply moving around, like it's like a shell game, and it's just simply attempting to grab percentages here, and throughout the day, it's bound to make you money. So the fact that a day later I'm down 6.1%, this is not normal. If I'm wrong on the reason why, that could be true. Maybe somebody else who has more experience with the platform could chime in on what the real reason might be. This is my assumption anyways, that the API calls and the loading is what comes in as the issue based on the amount of users and the amount of calls that the platform is making. So I will personally start testing the internal version that we have of this, which has been a limited release in ultra, like probably alpha phase, not even beta phase, because it's still quite buggy. Ultimately, where we will end up going is our own internal solution, because I love the idea of this. I love the concept. I want more functionality and options. So that's what we're moving towards. But anyways, for now, this is something to park your money into, and I still think it's very, very viable and a very good tool to use. I don't know a lot of what's going on with the back end. I'll probably start to reach out to the support and the internal team just so I can get an outlook on what they're doing and what's happening with updates and what their future plans are. But I think overall it's a great thing if we get a bunch of people to use a platform like this, because it will force them to improve and it'll start performing how it's supposed to. That's it. Pretty straightforward. I think very, very easy. And let me know how this works out for you. If you're not already in the Discord community, join it. It's over 2,200 people from all over the world. It is a crypto community. It is not a trading pairs, TA shout outs. You got to pay 0.1 Bitcoin a month. It's literally just a free community filled with a bunch of people who know different things. I'm a firm believer that any question that you have can be answered within minutes of being in that community. So it's free. Join it. Get involved. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I don't know what you're doing. You're crazy. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the bell notification so that you don't miss out on any future training, because they email you directly when we've made a new upload, as well as when we go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You'll get an email first so that you can jump on the live stream and join us first thing. All right, my friends, that's it for this video. Be on the lookout for more training dropping on the channel very soon. See ya.
That's my definition of he who had descended.